Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath. Also mixed with WFSO Bucks Talk. So, what a night for the go home show of Monday Night Raw in the final week of the NBA with the Bucks. I don't know what's wrong with the Bucks. I don't know what it is, but it seems like when they go against like a bad team, like they kind of lose. I'm not saying they do it all the time, but just like especially tonight, it's like they didn't defend the three. Their bench didn't step up. It was just bad. Like I don't get it. Like it's like you don't want the second seed and you want to face the Heat because that's what it's looking like. And knowing darn well that you have a tough time with the Miami Heat. So at least try to avoid that and have hopefully like well, one thing you can do is hope that Boston come out of the census and win it back and at least be the sixth seed and Miami back in the play-in tournament. But this is not good. This is not good. It's like it's like earlier in the season, like they was up on the second seed, then they lost a game, then they just went back down. Just like, are you kidding me? Like seriously, like what are y'all thinking? I know I should be doing this on putting up on Twitch as well. So let me set that up, and I'm just gonna still be talking to y'all while I'm setting this up. Um, uh, sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to set this up. Now I'm looking at Impact. So I apologize. Just taking so long. I should have set it up, but I was just was so much focus on trying to do this and crazy enough. So let's see. I'm probably share it for a little bit and okay, thanks for the light. And especially if y'all want to talk about what happened tonight in wrestling, just leave a comment down. Or to just talk about like what you like this week in wrestling, or if it was wrestling that was going on in your hometown, or you have a local team that you want to support with, maybe like you're from Indiana and you support the Pacers, whatever. Talk about that. Or even if your team is freaking the LA Lakers, can talk about that. So just post on and just talk about like anything wrestling wise and basketball wise because we can talk about basketball too, like teams going on, like who won tonight and all that other stuff. So we can talk about it all. So, so it's just gonna take a minute. Then I gotta share it through Twitter and mm, let's see. Let me try to set this up here. Okay. What's up, everybody on Twitch? Like I said, I apologize for missing a few shows on Twitch for the past 4 weeks. It's just been a hectic month. and especially this weekend. Normally, like if I'm at a show, or whatever, I at least like play like a match of where I'm at, and just really didn't get that much of a chance to do it because like I'm busy with everything else. Like I'm only one person, so like although WFSO ain't just one person, but right now it just feels like I'm just only one like doing something. So anybody want to be a member of WFSO and is one that like join in to talk about the Bucks and talk about also with wrestling and stuff like that, please let me know. Let me know in the Wrestling Fan Speak Out group. Um, because we are trying to expand at least more. I know we try to expand in before, but it's just unfortunately some of the stuff didn't work out with certain people, and it just happens that way. So kind of sucks. So what more can you do? Um, let's just start with talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. It's just like I mentioned, like we're gonna get into the wrestling news stuff. San Antonio Spurs beat the Bucks, and I think they split the season series between the two. Just unbelievable. Um, Chris Middleton was doing his thing with 23 points, 10 and 15 from the field, but although his 3 point wasn't good, but field goal is good. 7 rebounds, 5 assists. It just like what's going on with I don't know. I'm just still stunned that they lost by that much. It's like defensive wise, and some of their bench, like they didn't even try for what it seems like. Like seriously, Giannis had 28 points, but only had 4 assists and 3 rebounds. 6 and 7 from three throws, which is good. 11 to 16 from the field. So his scoring was there, although it looks like a couple of times he'd been like double, triple team and stuff, and there's times he can kind of forget how to pass. So I don't know how that happened. Brooke Lopez with 12 points, 2 blocks, um, 1 of 5 from three, 4 of 10 from the field. So he was kind of doing horrible. Uh, Dante DiVincenzo with 12 points, 6 of 6, 6 rebounds, 3 of 8 from three, 4 of 9 from the field. Uh, Drew Holiday with 20 points, 6 assists, 2 of 5 from three, 9 of 14 from the field. Wow. Now talk about PJ Tucker. I think he had a little bit of like a hard game, like defensive wise. So he was having a little bit of trouble defensively. Ben Forrest, 8 points, 1 block, 2 of 3 from 3 point, 2 of 4 from the field. So shooting was great, but it seems like he didn't attempt or make enough. So hey, whoever you are, um, Bobby Porter's with 13, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 5 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal. Uh, Tenasis with three. They started just playing them in the fourth quarter and wherever. Pat Connaughton did horrible, but did have 6 rebounds and I think that was 1 steal, I believe. Yeah, 1 steal. Yeah, 1 steal. Um, like they play almost everybody in in the game. Like Sam Merrill hit a three, but yeah, it was just horrible. Like you see, like Bryn Forrest, I guess he would have done more if he was given, like he had the minutes, but I guess he had the opportunity to like to get the ball or whatever, or everybody else didn't make an opportunity to try to spread out on defense. I mean, not be defense, but offense, and try to give him a shot so he can make it. But yeah, the only person that did their thing was him and Bobby Portis, and PJ Tucker had like a hard time defensive wise. So it's just been crazy. Um, DeMar DeRozan with 23 points, 3 assists, uh, 9 to 17 from the field, and didn't attempt no three, but that's the tricky thing. Kevin Johnson was 1 to 2 from three, 6 to 9 overall field goal, had 7 rebounds, 1 steal, and 20 points. Um, Jacob Poetti nearly had a triple double with 9 points, 8 assists, and 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 4 8 from the field. So yeah, that's crazy. Um, Lonnie Walker with 19 points, 1 steal, 3 of 7 from three, 8 of 13 from the field. So Devontae Murray, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 2 from three, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 21 points. Patty Mills, 20 points, 6 of 9 from three, 7 to 10 from the field. Rudy Gay, 3 of 6 from three, 19 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 8 of 13 from the field. Devin Vassell, 2 of 3 from three, 10 points. Uh, let's see what else. 4 of 6 from the field. It's just their bench really killed our bench. It was really like that bad that they just really like killed our bench. Like our bench wasn't even doing that great. So it's like everything, like the starting lineup is there for this game, but it was just like the bench didn't do much and the defense wasn't there. Like they don't know like how to switch on defense. It's just unbelievable. Like, God, what else can you say? Just can't. Just hopefully they do better tomorrow when they play Orlando, and well, thank God they'll be at home for that one. So good thing about that. And San Antonio, they play Brooklyn Nets Tuesday. So hopefully that Brook, that San Antonio can play with this intensity like they did. Well, they played with the same intensity like they did with the Bucks tonight. So hopefully that happens. So I think that'll be enough and stuff. So we're gonna try to look for some little bit of news, but I'm going to talk about the two shows I went to this past weekend. Legacy Pro Wrestling. It was on Friday. Saturday was GLCW. That's GLCW. That's the last time they're gonna be at the Circle B Recreational Center until September when they're gonna have Mick Foley there in September. But Mick Foley gonna be like in the Wisconsin like more than once in September. So he having a show down here, like a comedy show at the Turner Hall Ballroom. So that's going on. Um, I think he also gonna be in GLCW on I think it's like a week or two later he'll be there. So interesting, but otherwise, all the summer plans for GLCW they're gonna be like kind of in the area, but like doing like outdoor stuff. So that's for them. That's just like to spend yourself in the summer, which is pretty good for them. And next Legacy Pro Wrestling show will be surprisingly July 4th. So and plus, like I didn't forget, like I know I got to do the put the videos up for both shows, like the highlights and stuff like that I got. So that's gonna be going on. I'm gonna try to do it this week. So hopefully I can put both of those videos up this week if I have a little time. So hopefully I have a little time, at least tomorrow to at least do one and release it, and probably do the other one Wednesday. But we'll see. We will see. But both shows were pretty good. Of course, GLCW had a couple of big stars. They had Buff Batwell, Dr. Tom Pritchard. For those that don't know, he was a trainer for WWE back in the 90s. I don't know if he's still with them today, but I know they done, he done some training on certain wrestlers. So yeah, um, Impact Jake something and Rohit Raju, they both were there. So yeah, like big star power for yeah, for that. For um Legacy Pro Wrestling, although they had to cancel their show last Saturday because there are power outages in the area. So they end up doing, this past Friday's show, and show did pretty good, and they deliver, especially with that 6-man no disqualification match. That's that was a very very good match. The championship match they had was kind of shocking. Well, the ending was kind of shocking and didn't expect it. So I'm sorry, but hey, y'all should have been there. That's why you try to go to like wrestling shows and stuff. So even if you're not like in the Wisconsin area, like if you're like somewhere else, like they have wrestling shows going on, like indie wrestling shows. So go check them out. They can be pretty good and more entertaining than how some people say, more entertaining than what we getting on TV today. But all wrestling is good wrestling because you got different tastes from and different things like going on. Like with WWE, like what they did on Raw today, they finally kicked off the show with a match. Yippee! I'm glad they finally did that. And the crazy thing with that like blood and guts match that they show on AEW this past Wednesday, although the Pinnacle, I think what they called JD MJF team, I think they call it Pinnacle. They did win the match. Unfortunately, they told like everybody surrender or he was gonna throw Jericho off the from the top of the cage. Um, I don't think they should have ended that way, like in the match like that. Maybe they could have, threw Chris Jericho off the cage, probably put him in submission and have him like passed out or something, and excuse me, and end it from there. I think that would have been a little bit better in my opinion. But then again, we're just fans, so what do we know? But I guess that's what I think about, like certain matches, especially that you have, and like everything's good until like the very ending on certain matches, and you just like, but yeah, that was kind of bad. Well, let's look at some news, and we'll talk about more about tonight's Raw and everything else. The good thing is that I can talk about is AEW will be the first wrestling company will hit the road. It will start this July. I think I forgot where they're starting at. Maybe they have it on this. Let's see. Yep, they will be in Miami July 14th. They will be Cedar Park, Texas, July 21st. Of course, they gonna be coming here in Milwaukee, but that's been rescheduled for August. So I know they're gonna be here in August. So I probably will wait until like weeks before the show to get a ticket because I know there's probably still tickets. So Friday, November 5th, they will be in St. Louis. Um, Wait, it will be a TB taping to air on TNT, but apparently it will not be a Dynamite show. Interesting. Um, the New Orleans show will take place Wednesday, January 12th. Wow. So they probably just starting, set up those already and things like that. So, like I said, that'd be an interesting show to see. AEW Double or Nothing pay per view that they're gonna have the end of this month will be at full capacity. So I'm just glad that that at least one national fan is start touring for the fans because I know the fans really need it. I need it. You need it. Everybody that's a wrestling fan needs this, to happen. We thought maybe WWE will start soon, but SummerSlam, and I don't know about this other rumor. Can't say if it's true or not, but I'll believe it till I hear it or see it. That SummerSlam is supposed to be going on in Las Vegas, so you can take that to a grain of salt. But like I said, right now that's just a rumor I heard. I'm not saying it's official or confirmed or anything like that for SummerSlam of this year, but that's just a rumor that I heard for now. You know, keeping excuse me, just like why would they unless they're gonna do like a SummerSlam fan access and stuff like that. If they're gonna do that, then fine, be in Vegas. But right now, I'll just believe it till I see it. So I won't. So I'll just take it from there. Oh yeah, Austin that's guest that's gonna be on the Broken Skull session. So it's gonna be no other than the Godfather. So this should be interesting. Interviews because like I guess you want to hear more maybe this Sunday, but let me check because WWE got a lot of stuff going on in on Sunday. Oh, okay. Oh, it won't be the weekend. They say it will either be May 27th or May 29th. Could be around those weekends. But yeah. Um, let's see what else. As I'm trying to go back here, I do wonder. I did hear about that today. That Becky Lynch reportedly signs a new WWE contract, but don't know like how many years or how much she's getting. Let's just get this story out there. I probably got a lot of stuff loaded up, so it's probably why it's taking so long. But like speaking of SummerSlam, we will talk about that because they do have an official date for it. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see, because her having a baby, we all know that. Okay, 2019 was the last contract she signed, so clear. So yeah, the thing is, some of the ladies wrestling today don't even have that much of a contract. So yeah, this is interesting. Um, well, we was talking about SummerSlam that we were saying that it might be in Vegas this year, but let's see what the date is going to be. Let's see. The 2021 WWE SummerSlam pay per view will reportedly take place in late August. Okay, reported that to return to ticketed touring, but now PW Insider reports that SummerSlam is scheduled for Sunday, August 22nd. There's still no word on the location, so maybe they could be right. But there's still no word on stay on sends like in Texas, in Phoenix, Arizona, and among other locations. Regardless of the location, it looks like WWE will be going on the road for SummerSlam this year, but that has not been confirmed as it is writing. So you got oh, I'm sorry, they were showing like the Miz and Mrs. May 16th, WrestleMania Backlash, of course, will be in Tampa. Of course, but they still ain't letting people in yet. June 20th, Money in the Bank. So interesting. Well, that's cool that they're actually going to do Money in the Bank in June instead of like right away. Like WrestleMania Backlash is kind of stupid. So I'm sorry, this is my opinion on that. July 18th is Extreme Rules, of course, in Tampa Bay, and of course August 22nd is SummerSlam, but location to be determined. So if it's somewhere in Texas or Arizona, we'll see. Maybe they might do like some. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, there is something that's gonna be coming out after the pay per view. It's the have will be Rob Van Dam. So that would be right after. Sorry, it'll be right after Backlash pay per view. So that'll be interesting. I know they show it before Raw. David Ali Lee Johnson. And Lee Johnson won that. And Fugo de Sol. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky won. Renee Michelle versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa won. Ender versus Vari Morales. Chuck Taylor won. Lila Hurst versus Danny Jordan. Lila Hurst won. Matt Sydal versus Manny Smith. Matt Sydal won. Jay Cargill versus Rekha win against Dean Alexander and Dylan McQueen. Um, Mark Quinn and Matt Hardy won that match. Dr. Britt Baker with Rebel versus Rowski. Hopefully I said that right. Tay Conti won the match. Limelight. I think that's the main event that happened. And John Moxley won the match. I forgot that guy's name. He just said it on here too. So hold on. Nuji Nagata. Sorry if I said his name wrong, but that's who you're going. So interesting enough. Um, let's see if there's some more news. So that in a minute. Um, of course, they talk about a lot of 2K WWE 2K 2020 22 NBA 2K22, I should say. Wait, oh, on a related note, RVG has been announced as a DLC playable character in Virtual Basement Army Man video game. Oh, so they talk about 2K22. Oh yeah, and they have Lex Luger and British Bulldog Damon Boy Smith to talk about on Icons review. They have a biography of Shawn Michaels. Of course, you know that's a 2 hour episode. Then they got like missing treasures. So it's gonna be weird. Like, and I can watch the other stuff on here. So crazy back and forth. Maybe I might go live. I think I am going to do that. I'm going to go live on the and watching. So I think it's Under Siege pay per view for Impact Wrestling. Um, well, it should be fun. Let's see. Let's okay. Now we can probably talk about Monday Night Raw. So let's. Okay. Like I was talking about Raw, and they say they kicked it off with a match. It was the 6 woman tag with Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke matches, which part of me doesn't get. Like if they did like a dark match and she had to wrestle like a dark match like after the show, that's one thing. But like it's like you putting too many people on TV that should not have a lot of TV time. At least it should be, somewhat equal, or like somebody's not wrestling. Like what they did with Eric, I with the Rose. I can't believe I forgot his name. Um, but it'll come to me probably while I'm reading this. Um, so the 6 woman tag happens, and Oscar, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose did win. So it seemed like something was pinning her for the win. And unless the put match, and I guess she's watching someone, which I don't know who that someone is, but someone. Um, let's see. Ginger Mahal returns and Jeff Hardy returned as well. So I'm trying to figure out like what are they doing with Jeff Hardy, and I don't get why they're treating him this way. Let's see. Ginger Mahal did win. RK Bro and the New Day versus AJ Styles, almost Elias and Jackson Riker. Randy Orton, Riddle, and the New Day had won that match. Sheamus and Humberto Carrillo had a match. Oh, it ended up being a no contest. Okay.